don't think it's
That's how you have to see this happen.
I always stick my hands in it.
One of them was turning those lights on and off.
Yep. Where's that stuff come from? Is it like texture? Okay. I like it.
Turned 18 in May. My goodness, people. I turned 19. Joey last year. Yeah, guess 1 more year. My brother's going to the booth, and I'm like, no, it's great. It's now going to this
People really not like well, so he's
Yeah, we have gone from one into the hotel for both Christmas.
I think it's the same.
Ladies and gentlemen of the court.
All right, Wizards, let's start finding our seats here. We'll go behind, but. Oh, yes, you go line up for seat number. All right, let's wait here. We'll line up there. Still working. Yes, that's why I have to put some around this. That's the cheering stuff. Two Zeniths, 3 Zeniths, 1 wave on. 1 3 gone, internal. One journal is still on. 2 Zeniths. Okay. 4 supernovas on. Light check. Zenith 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Supernova 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Internal 1, 2, 3, 3. There you go. 4 and 5. It's working still. Internal 1, 2. The 1 fraction for prayer. We'll go behind. We get started. Supernova 1 is on. 1 still on. All right, 2 eternal, 3 eternal. Jump on the word Lord. Boss. Lord. 1 eternal, let's go slower than that. 5 Zeniths prayers.
Dear God, thank you for this quiz. I thank you that we can all be here, and I pray that we would just hide these words in our heart, and that we will glorify you in all we do, that this quiz would be for your glory and not ours. Amen.
First, 1 eternal zone, 4 supernovas on, 4 Zenith. Praise off. Here we go. 6 minutes on the clock. 1 Zenith. 1 journal. Praise off. Here we go. Time in. Question for the first minute, 1643, 1 0. Finish question.
1643. 1643. 1643.
Supernova. I'm gonna put Sophia in the seat 1, Zoe in 4's captain.
Here goes 1. So we got the all right, 5 Zenith is on, 1 eternal. Go on, 5 Zenith. It's off here. Time in. Question for the first screen is 8 1 3 8. That's not something like that. Time in. Question for the first shot 225 4 0. This question.
First time, 225.
Substitution.
I've got no other mean 3 for tomorrow.
We'll go to three. Three zeniths on, 5 zeniths, 5 zeniths. Time, question for the first minute, 16-5, 3 zeniths, discussion. Question. Question for the first minute, 7-13, 1-0, discussion.
She got trying.
Come on. Time. Time, question for the first minute, 10-17, 2 zeniths, discussion.
What is it, one more?
One supernova, time out, 1 eternal, 2 zenith. Time, question for the second minute, 9-5, 5 eternal, discussion. Time out, sorry, like. Time, question for the second minute, 8-7, 1 zenith, discussion. First time out for zenith, 15 seconds. Five seconds, coaches. That's time, take that, please. We'll keep moving. Lights on here, we got 1 on every team. One turn, we go. 1 zenith. Go on. Everybody's off, here we go. 1 turn. Time, question for the third jump, 1-9, what? 5 zenith, next question.
Third jump, 1-9, what? What have I been to the church?
Points.
Nice.
1 turn. Time, question for the first Corinthians 12-3, what? 4 zenith, next question. Question for the first Corinthians 3-9, 4 zenith.
Substitute. I'm going to put Bradley in C1 for substitution.
Okay. Words are so similar.
And Bradley is captain.
Bradley goes to 1
Yeah,
zenith.
so for zenith as well. We're gonna bring Caleb at 1 for Josiah and Barrett at 3 for Josiah.
Legit.
Goes to 3, Gil goes to 1. 3 zenith is on, 1 supernova. All right, raise off, here we go. Second question for the second Corinthians 3-3, 4 turn, next question.
Between, usually like Christopher Barrett, that's really bad, place. But you should be able to get the best that happen.
Okay. 20 points.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. Supernova 1. Second question for the second Corinthians 1:14, 5 zenith, next question.
114.
Yeah, 20 points.
Good job.
3 zenith. 1 turn. Question for 1 Corinthians 14:30, 3 zenith, next question.
Which would be south.
Good question.
Sure.
3-0, 5-0. Question for the first Corinthians 4-2, 1-2, next question.
4-2. 4-2.
Lines.
Good job, Ryan.
3-0, one eternal. Well, 3-0, one eternal. Second question for the 2 Corinthians 5-10, what? 5 eternal, next question. What? You said the money is made.
13 errors.
Second question for the 2 Corinthians 11-1, 5 next question.
11-1. What do I wish to do? Just.
21.
Wow.
Tell us something.
Come on.
I'm gonna put Zach in seat 3. He's finger jumping and he can be captain.
Zach comes to 3, he's the.
Good job, Ryan.
Yes. Right. Situated here, 1-2, it's off, here we go. Second question for the 2 Corinthians 7-1, 3-0.
7-1. What is
Okay, if I run back, there's my hair.
1-2. Question for the 1 Corinthians 1:19, 3-0.
What?
That's what I want.
2 and 3, on the journal. No. 1. Second question for the 1 Corinthians 6:17, 2-0. Next question.
Maybe goes on speed, what kind of views are? 16 errors.
1-2. Question for the 1 John 4:2, who's the 4th? Question.
Sean 4-2. Who's from that area that said you tested the question?
Points. That's halftime. Halftime score.
So that gives Phoenix 16 errors, 2 quizzers answering them correctly, and a score of 30. Italy has Nova 13 errors, 3 quizzers answering correctly, a score of 100. And Fernaway 13 errors, 1 quizzer answering correctly, a score of
Fifteen seconds, coaches. Five seconds. That's time, but that's really. Okay, at the half, we're going to start with season 9. And it goes to 3. How about the 4 calls?
Yes, I'm putting Sophia in the 5%.
Diego goes 5, and to Richard. Alright. 5 seasons was on, 1 eternal was on. Go on. There you go. 1 super was on, 3 eternal. There you go. Off. 6 minutes is off. Here we go. Time in question for the 1 John 3:10, who 2 super? First question.
Question 2. Good. Who are you teaching that?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Okay.
Take it off.
Right, Caleb. Good job, Caleb.
Good, that's fine. Computer's not on board. You're right, one turn. All right, here we go. Time in, question for six, it's 12-5, 4 turn, next question.
Go back.
Okay, check out.
1-0. Question for the first grade, 16-17, 1-0. Favorite question.
You're gonna check him out through that. Check out that. Okay.
Supernova, 1 turn. Question for the second grade, 8-18, 1-0. Next question.
8-18.
When we sending with him, the brother. We send some officers who speak of the gospel.
20 points.
Nice
job.
Question for the second grade, 4-18, 4 turn. Next question. Points. Question for the first grade, 9-23, 5-0. Next question.
And 23. That's what I'm expressing. I do not see enough of it.
Yeah.
1 turn, 1-0. Question for the first grade, 11-20, what? And I'll do the writer and answer.
Get off. Show them what you got.
Second question for the first, no. Okay, white guy to the reference for the like, I'm thinking that it's gonna balance the turn. Second question for the first grade, 10-23, 3-0. Next question.
What are all those? What is that?
Then I'm not sure on this question.
Okay.
Second question for the June 1-23, 4-0. Next question.
By what, garment standing, not by the question.
That's a different question. I want to say others.
Oh, by the
We got substitute.
Substitution.
I'm gonna move Levi to seat 3 and bring Josiah to seat 5 and Merritt to seat 2.
Well, in terms of maybe a quick score check.
Score check. Yeah.
Zenit -10, Superman -8, and Internal -1.
Great. Nice job.
Okay.
Yes, it's fine. 9 minutes.
329.
Go, boys. All right. Journal 1 is on. Here's Lena. Go. Here's all. Here we go. Time. Any question for the second grade? It's 10-11, 5-0. Good question.
Come back.
Question for the first shot, 5-8, 4-0.
Shot by the, the spirit and water and blood, you see.
20 points.
Good job.
2 and 3. No. 3-0. Return. Second question for the first grade. It's 2-11, 5-0. Next question.
Conference, that's that. Don't have conference.
Different question.
It's like 15 here.
3-0. Question for the first grade. It's 16-15, 2-0. Next question. question.
Timeout era.
Johanna's gonna come in too.
And two, one adjournment. Three, one adjournment. All right, raise off. Time, question number 6, moving 6-8 as, 1-0, finish question.
6, 8, that, reviewed as a posture.
Nice job. Good job.
1-0. Question for the first reading is 1543, 1-0, finish question.
1543. 1543. What is someone who retired with,
Points. 3-0, one adjournment. No. Time, question for the first reading is 1421, 3-0, finish question.
1421. Whoa.
One adjournment. Question for the first shot, 4-3 of 14, finish question.
Good shot for 3. From the spirit of the Empires. From the spirit of the Empires.
1-0, 14. Question for the first reading is 12-18, 1-0.
12, 18. 12 is a quote. 12 is a quote. But as is. God, the priest goes. Right. Should then as his round.
Can I get some?
Yes, let's do this up.
Yeah, Sam's coming into one.
Sam's 1, and then yes, the journal.
I'm gonna have Tori coming into 1 for John.
Hang there.
I think that's up to you.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring, McKinley in 3 for revive. And Hunter is fully back. Does anyone else think that's it?
It's 34 seconds. And we have to coach it on the
So, 34 seconds left. So,
Sign, coach, bring back, please. Your lights off here, we have 34 seconds left. 3, no pressure. One journal's on, there we go. Lights off, here we go. Time, question number 6, it's 7-13, 5-0.
Why are you just going?
Good question.
Timeout era.
Alright, Levi's gonna come in 5.
Time. 20 seconds. One journalist. Raise all, here we go. Time, question number 6, it's 12-11, 1-0, finish question.
Look, have I been to school?
Good question. 2-0. Question for the first shot, 3-5, what? 4-0, finish question.
First shot for 5. What? We know that you're known to this.
Points.
Alright, final scores in third place, we have Phoenix with -30. In second place, we have State with 20.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Alright, does anyone have any sprays?
Oh, I'm out of balance.
Down.
Not C. Started next.
They should be able to sell.
Well, I can work with you, but you guys have. Yeah. Oh, are you? I mean, that's what it is. Well, he would probably know. Okay. So look at what site you were in. Oh, look at what site you were in before. We're gonna rush your heading.
That I don't. I don't think it's ours.
Actually, I have to find Sam's.
I've been doing this for 3 years.
Okay, gotcha.
It's fine. No. I think it's safe.
Yeah. Second, please. Okay, enjoy. We're in the middle, right? The sea paranoid is in the middle.
I'm sorry?
Paranoid.
Yes, sir. You guys are ready to roll, huh? Got this. No? No?
We need like a 20-point goal.
That may be the difference between third.
Who knows?
Right now.
Okay, while we're waiting for the team, every Where, James, where's the snack about?
Oh, okay.
I'll take one and start down.
Oh, sorry, that was yours?
Alright, so, line up.
Stop. Get it, go.
Samuel, Vivian, Cash, Susan, James.
Here, go. This is the one who just did it.
Guys, not in here.
Yeah. Hey, don't run from me. Okay.
Okay, I'm not running.
You could. Because we're done. Kids on me too. Stop.
What'd you say?
So, James.
Yes. Yeah, and did you catch what I was saying? While you're watch the quiz and watch jumping on your material where they're jumping, so you can get a sense for like when you come in, where you need to be jumping.
No.
I think we have 2 in total.
Including this
Whoa,
one.
guys.
You tell him to let go of me. Including this one.
Well, Gideon, if he wants you to let go of him,
Yeah, I
that
do.
would be a good.
No. I don't have to give you my clothespins. I don't take my clothespins. You took no, you're mine. You read it. Thanks so much. Well, he has one. See you guys.
Uh-huh.
Ma'am, confirm that vote is counting together.
Pretty much on. Hey, knock it off.
That's what I assumed, but I didn't want to assume. My 2-dimensional star.
Whoa, look at this. As the level of, see, when people talk, it jumps. You can't yell into it.
He's special.
Probably can you yell into it?
No, it's a thing on.
Okay, then watch that thing and I'll yell into it.
They're doing the trust. It's a, it's a hobby. It's like 5 students, and they want to go like that.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, it's our time to speak closer, it's here now.
Just let it spin.
Again, if you want to do what you brought in.
Like, not.
4 and 5. Yeah, 4 and 5. Yes. Yes. Yep. Oh. Boaz.
You lost the best. Yeah, but we can, I got it.
Okay, situated here, we're going to my schedule. Everybody can get back up here. We're done
I'd like to put, just see. What do you mean? Why are you making me not to do it? I just don't, which one's yours? All right.
Sorry, Johnson. All right. We're situated here, we started. Couple of my schedules.
It is always like someone did. Hey, can you feel that?
Yes.
Somebody did.
Okay. Started. Our light check, make sure everything's still working.
Alright, guys.
All right. Everybody's lights off, you can start with, then squares on, 5 squares, 1 paranoid, 3 day, 3 day, 2 squares, 4 day, 3 paranoid, 4 day. Okay, there's all, here we go. Squares 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, paranoid 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 practice jump, prayer, 3 spurs on, jump on the word earth, ark, devil, earth, world. Different word for earth, different words, paranoid 1,
Here, stay, good opportunity, we all get to come here, nationals, quiz subs, all to, have a good rest of quiz day, and to get all your around.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. 3 day on, 2 spurs, goes off, 3 spurs. Depends on the clock. Here we go. Time, question for the first screen is 11, 12. What are 5 days? Question 12. What's the offense? Points. Question for the first time, 217, 3 day. Next question.
217.
Points. Question for the first screen, 1623, 1 day. Next question. 20 points. Question for the first screen is 8, 8. What are 5 day? Next question. 8. We know it's not the beginning of that once. Question for the first screen is 1422. 1 day. Points. Question for the second screen is 124. 4 days. Next question. Next question.
First half, coach, time out.
There's come up today. Thanks for being here.
Well,
5 seconds. Time, let's bring back, please.
I should have watching it.
All right. Four pair. There's all, here we go. Second, question, push up 1-1 with 3 day construction.
One, wait, alright, hands, what we see, guys?
Points. Question for the third job, 1-5-4, 3 day construction.
1, 5, 4,
Question for first grade is 1546, 5 day. Vote.
But it is not, it's spiritual, it's natural, and spiritual.
Question for the second grade, 7-11, 4 day construction.
what is this?
Question for the first grade, 9-21, Y, 5 day construction.
Why things want to upload for this cycle, like we're gonna upload.
20 points. Question for the first grade, 7-15, if what, force burst construction. Yeah, 20 points.
Nice.
You need what, what you got? Choose words. All right. Second question for the first grade, 3-19, with whom, 5 day, next question.
I think it was most what about that.
Points.
I know, perfect.
I know.
Rider to C5 and I'll make it happen.
Rider to E5. Okay. You want to take advantage of that?
308.
308. All right, 5 days on. Yeah, here we go. 5 days. Second question, Jude 111, 3 paragraph, this question.
Jude 111, 2. So what did they vend themselves to say game bells here?
Points.
Yeah.
Question for the first reading, 10-15, what? 5 days, question.
What judge for yourself when I say that?
Points. Question for the second reading, 10-16, 1 paragraph, this question.
Sub for Spurs.
Time out, substitution.
I'm gonna put Dorothea in seat 1.
Yeah.
Five days on Spurs, 3 days, Spurs. He's off, here we go. Second question for the first shot, 5-18, 3 days, next question.
13.
Three days. Question for the first ring is 1-4 in 5 days, next question.
And whom the great scouts give you appreciate.
Points. 5 days. Question for the first ring is 12-1, what? 1 day, next question.
Substitution.
Substitution.
Yes, like to put Robert to C3.
Robert,
Substitution is paranoid.
yeah. Substitution paranoid.
Like put James in C5.
James at 5. Try 1 at a time or something.
Yeah, times.
144.
Wait, 1.4 or
1.
Okay.
Big difference. All right, 2 and 5 Spurs are on. 5 days on. with by paranoid. All right, it goes off. Time, any question on the second job, 110, if 2 days, each question. About. So, we went through the verse a couple different times. I don't believe I did the teaching, right after she said time. Right, we don't call that marriage situation, just like right there. Yes.
I felt as though you quoted the verse earlier saying that word.
I never heard it before. Okay, we got two captains saying they heard it, so we'll go for it.
Bonus.
That's like a big deal.
Alright, here we go. So, any question on the first Corinthians 5, read what? 1 day, each question. Good question. Good try. Question for 2 Corinthians 1:17, what? 2 days, each question.
When I say not, when I say this.
Question for us, no? Feel like I don't want 5 screws. Yeah, I got you. Yes.
I unfortunately heard that a second, I don't know.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Second question for 1 Corinthians 16:35, 1 day, each question.
What's on the last card, the decoration, the kind of like.
Points. Question for 1 Corinthians 14:37, if 5 days, each question.
If one teacher acknowledge that things are right to your man work, if anyone thinks he's a power spirit, there's from something.
Question for 2 Corinthians 5:14, why? 4 days, each question.
5:14.
Points. That's scores.
Okay, on the left, we have Spurs, you're seeing, errors, one was you're answering correctly, and a score of 20. And then we have paranoid, 1 team error, 1 was you're answering correctly, a score of 20. Right, we have clear day, 14 errors, 6 was you're answering correctly, score of 1.
1 minute, so. And that's time, those are back. Okay, at half, we have the subs for Spurs.
I'm gonna leave it as it is for now.
I know it's starting to decide.
The third day.
Yes, I'd like to put Megan into seat 4.
There you go.
Oh,
All right. With lights off here, we'll start with the second half. We've got 3, 4, and 5 day on.
I'm on. Oh, now I have to.
Now you are. Turn off for a second. 3 and 4 still on. 3, day. Perfect. There's off. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go. 5 scores. 5, go. 7. No. Over 80. Say questions. 7. Question for the second means 2, 8, what? 1, 0. Next question.
2, 8, what? What are they?
1. Question for the first round 3, 10, who? 4, day. Next question.
Who's not backwards, not first?
20 points.
Atta girl.
3 day. Question for the first meeting 12, 23, what? 5 day. Next question.
Very much. And on this percent, we think was still there. Well, actually, very much. Tell me the question.
5 day. Question for the first round 4, 12, 3 pair.
4, 12, 12. No one's ever seen God. If you live in another God, why it's best to is protected.
Excellent. 20
Jeff
points.
Nash.
4 day. Wrong. 7. Question for the second meeting 8, 14, 3 day. Next question.
Second is 8, 14, 12. 8, 14. Your bonus for the rest of the time is just by their needs, but their bonus is by your need, but then your needs.
1 point.
Bonus.
Question for the second Corinthians 12, 6, if 5 scores. Next question.
Well, but I, not the most, I should,
20 points.
Yes.
Substitution.
Substitution.
I'd like to bring Cronin into seat 2 for Vivian.
2. All right. 2 pairings on, 3 days on, 2 pairings, 5 pairings, 5 scores. All right, raise off, here we go. Second question for the first Corinthians 7, 20, who? 4 scores. Question.
Yes.
5 scores. Question for the first Corinthians 4, 14, why? 1 day. Which question?
Where the 6 that maybe she did not shoot my rubber.
1 point.
I'd like to put Maggie into 1.
Maggie goes to 1 for 3. 1 day is on. Here we go. Second question for the second Corinthians 6, 2, what is 5 days? Question.
What's not? Hold on, middle time?
20 points.
And boy.
Question for the second Corinthians 9, 11, what will 3 days?
Second is 9 about what? You will be here.
20 points. Question for the first Corinthians 9, 12, of 2 days.
Well, we have not made use of this right.
20 points. Question for the first Corinthians 13, 7, what? 5 year. Question.
13-7, 13-7, what, well, there's no barrel things, social things, policeal things, and beersal things.
20 points. 2 pair. 5. 4 day. Second question for the first Corinthians 4, 6, why have 2 days? Which question?
4, 6. Why all these things are false? Prevent them. Others.
3 points. Question for the second Corinthians 8, 19, why? 1 day. Which question?
8:19, why, his
I'm out, you get to travel with us, and she's like, no, what else, right? You did everything else right. You're good, that's right.
You know, no.
Any more subs?
No, we'll do that, see that.
Alright, 4 day. Well, here we go. Time, any question for the first round, 5-3, what? 4 day, next question.
Great.
Points.
I know.
We'll do that, see that as well.
Subs, 3 days on, 3. Still on. 1 Spurs. There's off, here we go. Time, any question for the first reading, 7-16, 4. Compare. Points. 3 day. Question for the sixth. Now. They came up right before the other reference. Foul, 5 Spurs.
So, you know,
And yes, I know.
Because of that, we're in time, correct?
What's that?
We're in time because of that.
Yes.
We're in extra time.
substitution.
Substitution for variance.
Sorry.
I'm going to bring Vivian in three dash.
Which was 3. Alright. Everybody's on. Everybody's off. Time, any question for the first reading, 118, 2 days.
Work across this line to the sugars. Unless we're being safe, it's not okay.
Points. Subs.
None at this time.
3 days on. Everybody's off. Here we go. Time, any question for the second reading, 15, 13, 1 0. Next question. Points. Question for the first reading, 16, 10, C, 5 8. Next question.
See what they put in 20.
Points.
I know.
And not filling that seat, Robert will be captain in sixth grade.
Yes, sir.
That was.
2 Spurs. 4 Spurs. Time, any question for the first shot, 4 9. Who? 3 days. Next question.
First on 492. Who said something about that?
Points. Question for the second reading, 12 6. What would 3 days? Next question.
Second is 12, 6, 12. But I was confused. If I should go first. I see.
5 Spurs. Question for the first shot, 2 9. Who is 3 days? Next question.
First job, 2, 9, who is? Says in like, it's built to flag, it's like, whoever, says he's in like this.
Yeah, he's
Good. Stop talking. I know it.
Spurs. Here we go. Time, any question for the second reading, 11 13. Who? 1 0. Next question.
11, 13. 11, 13. Substitution now.
Substitution.
I'd like to move Rob to C2.
Okay. Yes, he beat you though. Yes, sir.
I look at Fox versus like plug-in thingy, because it seems like he's getting a lot of fouls and
Check his mistake. Very, very.
Double check the sign.
There's 0.5 seconds left. I will do my best, but no problem. All right, screws first, let's test out 5 screws lighting. This seems to be working fine. Yeah, it's true. All right, here we go. Stop. Second question, first screen is 1544. Karen, who's question? That's right. Good second. That is the quiz. I'll score.
In third place, we have Spurs with 60. Second place, we have Paranoid with 120. We have Thursday with 650.
Say five, Spurs.
Stage. You got, come on, pass. I know, believe something. What? Thank you. What? Thank you, officials. Thank you. I can't hear you. What's going on? I was gonna say you're right. Yes, it is.
We're not behind. All right.
Well, they're,
Okay. Yes, Sonic Boom and Super
No, you're in eight. Great job, Jack. I want to put your black out.
I think we had a lot of hours. I mean, these days, you guys did.
Good job.
But absolutely nothing.
So here, I'm so curious.
And that happened. I think you guys did. That's all. And we got back. It's hard for us, we have a hard time. Coming back. And we'll chat more about that. The last. I just had a lost over there after.
That's pretty much how I would feel.
I think so. And that was the most power out of all of them. Why does it make sense? Yeah, because.
Say hi to people as they come in. Well, my mother's couple.
Yeah.
Do better. Do better. Okay. Do better.
Have a good quiz. Have a good quiz.
Do better.
Have a good quiz. Have a good quiz.
If anybody's watching this,
Maybe I'll look at it.
It's been a while. I don't know what's but. Lead quiz, rooted and legacy.
Did you win on your turn?
Nope. Because legacy is legacy. You won the other two quizzes. We won the other two quizzes. Oh yeah, no. Wait, I know she left the Zoe. That's 4. Congratulations.
She's on. That's,
Bradley, Sophia, and. That's it.
Good job. Good job. 4. You can hide. So, sorry, buddy.
When you get a moment, like my boy could use a little. I tried, but he's.
All right. Sorry, we're just gonna get down to go lunch, so. Someone's excited. All right. You got Supernova on the left, Sonic Boom in the middle, and Astonish on the right. Ron Paul's at the table. All right, FYI, both 3 on Supernova and 2 on Astonish are finger jumping. Make sure you call them for start answering. 3 you're on right now, Supernova. There you go. Astonish. 4 Astonish. Good light check. Supernova 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sonic Boom 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you've heard me call Sonic Boom or Sonic. Massage 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Working, do a couple practice jumps. Jumps on. Jumping for a state, I hear you say. Massage 1 is on. Massage 1, 6, 7, 1. Coral. That's what we are. Yeah, I looked at the time state myself. 3, 6, 7, 6. 5 is on. Astonish, astonish. Okay, for prayer, jump on the word water. Walter. Washer. We're getting close to water, not quite. One supernova, 2 breakers.
Yes, Gayla, thank you so much that you can be here to quiz the name. Remember our material and just do it for your work.
All right, one more quiz. 3 supernovas on. 5 supernova. 5 sonic, 1 astonish. Okay, doors shut, lights are all off, 5 supernova is off, 6 on the clock. Let's get started. Time, question for the second round is 11, 6, 3 supernova. First question.
6. And what have we made this claim?
Question.
Okay.
5 supernova, 10 off. 5 supernova, 5, there you go. Time, question for the first shot, 5, well, 5 is not, next question. Time is on, starts with the break. Take your time. 1 astonish. Time, question for the second Corinthians 1:13, 3 supernova. Next question.
113. Quote.
Time is good.
Come out, sub.
Come on, Susie.
Supernova. Whatever. I'm going to put Corey in 6-3 for Zach and Bradley 1 captain.
Or it goes to 3. All right. 1 astonish, gone. 3 supernova, 5 supernova. Everybody's off, here we go. Time, question for the second Corinthians 16, 1 astonish. Question.
Not in charge.
Good question.
Trust.
1 supernova, 1 astonish. No. 1. Time, question for the second Corinthians 15, 2, 5 supernova. Question.
42.
Good question. Questions for First Corinthians 16, 1 supernova. First question.
16. 16.
I know, it's 14.
Stop, supernova.
Stop.
No, stay there. I'm gonna put that back into 3. Zoe's going into 4. And Zach is captain. And I would like to call my first captain. So.
All right, Zach and Bree, Zoe, 4, and the coach down for supernova. 15 seconds for 30 seconds. Five seconds, go. Okay, that's time. Everybody back, please.
Yeah.
Three supernovas on, no astonish. It's off. Here we go. Time in question number 1, 7 to why 5 stops. Question. Points. Three astonished. Question for 1 Corinthians 6:12. What? Three astonished. Question.
6, 12, what?
Question.
Okay, there's.
One astonished. No. One supernova. Time in 1 Corinthians. That's not gonna happen. Throw that one out. Three astonished. All right. Time in 1 Corinthians 2 Corinthians 12:6. Three supernova. First question.
I'm gonna put Corey into suit 3 and Bradley one as captain.
Corey goes to 3, Bradley goes to Corey.
And Corey is John.
Alright. Got 1, 2, and 3 astonished on the line. 4 and 5. Alright, first off, here we go. Second question, first John 2, 2, 1, 5 astonished. Question. Once. Second question, word 6, moving 6 more as 1 astonished. Next question.
6 more ads. 6 more. I suppose we can learn this very way. I took the God.
Let's add screw and brace it, so that does have to be stay separate.
Construction. Or like a challenge that, yeah, I mean, servants, that's a position, it can be a while.
True.
Yeah, this isn't like a spirits and bodies.
Yeah, that's yeah, you know what? One astonished. Take back the question. Second question, first Corinthians 14, 15, 2 astonished. Next question. One astonished. Question for 1 Corinthians 5, 10 out, 1 to go. Next question.
5, 10. 5, 10. How do we?
20 points.
Good job, Bradley.
Nice.
Question for 1 John 3, 21, 5 astonished. Next question. John, you're here to reverse it.
Substitution.
Substitution.
I'd like to put Jeremiah into C5 for astonished. And I'm gonna take my first half purchase.
First John, astonished. Five seconds, coach. That's time. Everybody back, please. Okay. 2 supernova on. 1 and 5 astonished. Players off, here we go. 5 supernova. Second question, go to Jude 1, 6 under, 5 astonished. Next question.
1, 6 under. Under what has he kept them under darkness?
That is not the verse, it's the answer.
16 air.
Second question, go to 1 Corinthians 15:45, 2 astonished. Next question. Oh, time out, I'm sorry. It should be first round. It's actually a question I became like, I'm sorry.
Substitution.
Yes.
And I'd like to put Titus into C2, and Caleb will be my captain.
Yes.
Yeah,
We have 2:36 left in the first half of time.
I put Titus in C2, and then Caleb in. And I missed the time down there.
2:36.
A lot of time this first half. Make good jumps, guys.
5 astonished is on, 1, 2 astonished is on.
Can we get a quick lineup check on Astonished?
Yes.
Yep, Addie. Addie in 1, Titus in 2, Sam in 3, and Nicholas Ashton in 4, Jeremiah in 5.
All right, here we go. 1 and 3 astonished. Second question, first shot 4:16, 5 astonished. Next question. One astonished. Question for the first shot, 1, 2 with, 5 astonished. Next question.
1, 2 with. 1, 2. with, whom was it with the other,
Yeah, the question is, with whom was the eternal light? So I'm going back. Sorry. One astonished? Time, question number 2 Corinthians 5 to end, one astonished. Next question.
5 to end. 5 to. And what we draw from the 10th.
Points. One astonished? No. Time, question number 6 Corinthians 2 5 if 5 to 0. Next question.
2, 5, if. What does it even cost me? I'm just gonna these parts that not only we're gonna somebody have to just listen to it all.
20 points.
Yes, ma'am.
One astonished. Question for 2 Corinthians 8 1 about 5 to 0. Next question. I'm not saying that here, but-
16 air.
One astonished?
Is it possible that he's just trying to settle himself in the seat since you just sat down?
Maybe it was situated. Okay, in a time and matter situation. Appreciate the challenge. So. One astonished? Timing, question for 1 Corinthians 12 17 4 0. Next question. Question for 1 Corinthians 3 3 of 3 astonished. Next question.
What you saw up first.
One astonished. One astonished. 5 to 0. Question for 2 Corinthians 7 8 if 4 astonished. Next question.
7 if. If what do I have, right?
Well, 1 to 3 astonished or not? 1 astonished. Timing, question for 1 Corinthians 4 13 2 0. Next question. Good question. 1 and 2 astonished. Question for 1 Corinthians 10 8 who 1 to 0. Next question.
10 8 who? 10 8 who? Who?
Points.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, halftime.
On the left, it's Nova, 18 errors, 2 quizzers answering correctly, score of -10. Sonic Boom with 20 errors, 0 quizzers answering, ready to score. 19 errors, 3 quizzers answering correctly, and score 10.
All right, 10 seconds, coaches. That's time, coach. Big guy. Okay. Happy Pat, do we have any subs for Supernova? How about for Sonic Boom?
Not yet.
Okay, and for Sonic?
Yes, I'd like to put Grant in 1, Anna in 2. Then I'd like Addie to go into 5.
All right. Situated here with the second half. Got 1 and 2.
I'm sorry, I gotta add that in, so I want to make her my captain as well for starters.
All right. 1 and 2 supernova are on, then 3 and 5 astonished. 5 astonished. You go 1 supernova, 4 supernova. Raise off. Here we go. Time in, question number first, 1426 to astonished. Next question.
I'd like to put Titus in C2 and Caleb would be my captain.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask about my quizzes to move maybe the scorekeeping laptop a little bit back.
Okay. So we got 3 astonished. Time in, question number 6, Corinthians 12, 13, 4 astonished. Next question.
12, 13. What, forgive me, is wrong.
Points.
Sub for super
How about substitution?
I'm gonna put Caleb in the 5%.
Five supernova. 5 astonished. Time in, question number 1 Corinthians 11, 26, 3 astonished. Next question. Actually, that's a lighter 2 astonished. Like, yes, 2 astonished.
I'm gonna take my approaches down out first time.
Motion on for astonished. Five seconds, coach. That's time, everybody back to these.
I would like a sub for supernova
Yes,
again. I'm gonna
absolutely.
put Sam back in the 5.
And go back to cross. 3 astonished. 5 astonished. Here we go. Time in, question number 1 Corinthians 15, 1 of, 1 0. Next question.
15, 1 of, 15, 1 of,
2 supernova. Time in, question number 2 Corinthians 1:19 through 5 astonished. Next question.
Who's that? No, it's not budget, right?
5 astonished. No. Time in, question number 1 Corinthians 9:25 through 1 astonished. Next question. Five astonished. Question for first reading 7:17 through 4 supernova. Next question. Yeah, that's a good question. Question for first reading 8:7 as 3 astonished. Next question. Points. On supernova. Question for second Corinthians 9:11 Ian 5 astonished. Next question. Points. 5 astonished. Well, time in. Question for second Corinthians 10:17 5 0. Next question.
Okay, I'm not sure. All right, Caleb is coming into 5. How much time is remaining for this?
All right, it's off. Here we go. Time in. Question for first Corinthians 10:12 less 2 supernova. Next question.
Plus what? Plus what?
20 points.
Yeah.
5 astonished. Question for first Corinthians 9:19 1 0. Next question.
9:19.
Zoe and Forrest Gump.
4 more subs.
Nope.
Nothing on. 3 and 5 astonished on. Here we go. Second question, number 6, 11:33, 5 astonished. Next question.
Well, say that again.
5 astonished. 5 come out. 5 astonished. Second question, number 1 Corinthians 2:1 when? 1 astonished. Next question.
What I think was, when, didn't sign up to prepare testimony about office. And I can't.
Yeah. 5 astonished. Question for the first time, 223, 5 0. Next question. Time out, that's not.
Time out.
Come out.
Take my second half of time out.
Question number supernova, 15 seconds.
Max countdown.
5 minutes.
2, 3.
Five seconds, coach. It's time, everybody back, please.
Zoe?
Right. You're situated here, we got 2 supernova on, we got 5 astonished. 5 astonished. Very off, here we go. Second question, for the first time, 362, 4 astonished. Next question.
360.
Substitution for Sonny Joe. I'm gonna put Savannah into seat 4.
And 4 astonished. Yes.
That's the one.
5 minutes.
137.
4 and 5 astonished. Moving on. Everybody's off, here we go. Second question, for the second Corinthians 4, 4, 5 astonished. Next question. Time out here, reverse.
Like with Jeremiah, C5.
Five astonished is on. 3, 4 astonished. There we go. Second question, for the first Corinthians 16, 15, 2 0. Next question.
6. What do you know?
Different question. Question for the second Corinthians 2:1. What did 4 astonished? Next question.
What did I make it?
20 points. Question for the second Corinthians 2:18. From what are 4 astonished? Next question.
From what are we using for institution?
I don't know. It's not good. Second question for the first Corinthians 1:23. Whom must you know? Next question.
Question.
One. Question for the first Corinthians 15:32. 1 astonished. Time out. Just look at 2.
I know, figure it out.
Let's figure out.
So.
Anybody coming in to astonish?
Not pressure.
So here we go. Time. Question for the second Corinthians 7:6. Who? 4 astonished.
7-6. Got conference, got a guest.
But got points.
Jets.
That's quick. final score.
Third place, we have Steve Noble with 1990.
Let's go eat. Apparently we were supposed to work supernova. We kept getting jumps.
Oh, did you get
We
it
win. But we couldn't get any jumps, so we won.
What's it? We got jumped. We just didn't score.
Yeah. Alright, let's go eat lunch. We need to fuel up.
I see that right. What? It's like.
You get a little quicker.
Yeah, a little bit quicker.
You're
The problem is that, no, I was for me, just, but the thing is, I got 3 points. Otherwise, if that is a 50-50, problem is, I was going